All right, we're going to close it out. All right. So now, one more musical cue. Dun, dun, dun. This is going to be a little bit more sedate. This is more serious. Commitments, the final chapter of this exploration. I want to take a second to explore why we're here tonight. Not why we're here for my birthday, but what am I doing here, in this bizarre kind of like TED Talk on mescaline sort of situation. And it goes back to the summer of 2019. I did my first one-man show 6 years ago. It's called What I've All Been Waiting For. Some of you actually came out to see that. Anyone? Thank you. That meant so much to me. The show was about bucket lists, and the concept was that doing that show was a bucket list activity for me. So it was kind of meta, as the kids say. I really enjoyed it, I set out to accomplish something and got it done. Write it, produce it, perform it, film it, and it was really rewarding. I remember on my 5th night of the performance going home saying, I want to do more of that. I'm excited. Whatever that is, I want to do more of it. I'm going to lean into that. And so I signed up for the next year, 2020 Capitol Fringe Festival. It's going to be amazing. 2020. Not the best year for ambition to do anything, including live events. So the Capitol Fringe Festival is canceled. How about next year? 21 canceled, and life carries on, and I just never really got around to it again. Fast forward to 47 years old. I still haven't done a show. And then I see something crazy in the news. Life's not so great when you're 48. Who's 48 years old? Anyone? Oh no! I hate to tell you this, Skeeter, dude. According to science, research, double-blind, peer-reviewed studies, it's all there, man. This is the worst. You're in the worst year of your life. Now I was 47. I was like, wait a second, that's insane. Like, I don't want to accept that. I reject that. So I'm gonna put together a one-man show. I'm gonna call it the Big 48, and I'm gonna explore the ways that I can make 48 the best year of my life ever. And I was making progress on that. It was going to be great, man. It was going to be exciting. Unfortunately, as they say, man plans, God laughs. My mother was diagnosed with terminal cancer shortly after I started writing that show. And, we're told she has 24 to 36 months to live. Turns out she has 7. Very aggressive. So I obviously shelved the show. I spend time on what matters. And when you spend time with someone who knows they're dying, time slows down. You get to understand what they're about, and you get to really, pay attention to little things. And I remember very distinctly, as the days were waning, and we knew it was the end was nigh. I was trying to grasp this reality that I would not have my mom in my life much longer. But the good news, in a sense, was that she was still mentally competent. We could still have communications and console each other and talk to each other. And I remember asking her very expressly, like, look, pretty soon you're not going to be with us. How can I live my life in a way that honors you, that's meaningful? What advice do you have to give to me, to live the rest of my years once you're gone? And she turned to me and said, Robbie, be yourself. Be yourself. I'll be honest, when I first heard that, I was like, really? That's it? It kind of reminds me of these motivational posters you see in a dentist's office when you're like leaning back, you're getting your teeth cleaned. I wasn't impressed. I was a little confused. She passed away in the spring of 23, and I was lost for a while, for sure. But as I approached 50, I started to think, time marches on. You start to have a little bit of reflection and distance from a moment that helps illuminate things. And as I was preparing for my 50th birthday, I thought, what could I do here? Oh, what about that old show that you had, the Big 48? Maybe you could dust it off, refresh it, repolish it, put it together. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Maybe I should think about that. And then what really struck me is, as I was writing the show, if you remember my opening from this experience, my father's advice, remember who you are. My goodness. That stands in stark contrast to my mother's advice, doesn't it? Be yourself. Remember who you are, Robbie. Be yourself, Robbie. Remember who you are. Be yourself. I was caught in this tension. And I'm here 50 years old, and I just want to kind of confess to you, I think I've got this backwards. I think I spent a lot of my life trying to remember who I was before I even knew who I was. And if there's some wisdom that I can pass on here tonight through this experience, it's the idea that first you have to be yourself before you can commit to yourself and remember who you are and carry that forward for the rest of your life. Do we all agree with that statement? For me, it means I'm going to commit to being myself fully moving forward. Leaning into my art, my creativity, my weirdness. I'm going to do more one-man shows. I'm going to do more short films, more writing, more stand-up, more zany. I don't know, man. With the AI technology out there, there's all sorts of possibilities. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to push the limits each and every year. There's no holding back. And I'm not the only one here that needs to make that commitment. The last question I asked all of you in the pre-show survey was, what's the one thing that you want to do that you still, sleeping on or waiting to do? And there was a wide range of responses. They were inspiring, they were illuminating, they were informative. And I was able to categorize them in a taxonomy of sorts, as I tend to do. The first category of audience ambitions was travel. There are several people in this audience, I was shocked, who are one continent away from visiting all 5 continents. Is that right? 5 continents? 7? Fuck, man. Good for you. Chuck's one of them. Yeah, all right. There's some people in here, they're only a few states away from hitting all 50 states. There are some people who have very specific travel ambitions. Italy, Japan, Florence. It was very exciting to see that. And I just got 3 words for you. Pack your bags, man. Let's get going. There's nothing holding you back. Please, don't delay. Don't delay. Make it happen. Another category was fitness. I appreciate this. Someone said they want to lose 25 pounds. That could be any of us, probably. Not all of us, but many of us. And I'm with you. So hit me up. Let's do it together, all right? One of you wants to run a marathon. Folks, I've run a marathon. It's, it's tough. I'm never going to do it again. But I will be on the sidelines pounding some SDE and you're like, wishing you luck. Yeah, go for it. And the next category is remarkable too. Creative, and these are my people, creative people. There are people here that want to publish a book of poetry. There are 2 people that want to publish fiction books. There's one person, oh man, I threw the paper down already. What did they want to do? It was so exciting and dynamic and remarkable. Go get them. It's extraordinary what you can accomplish. Oh, the last one that was mind-bending. This is. Oh wait, no, creative. I got it now. Someone wants to learn how to play the piano. Yeah. I don't want to listen to that. I'll come to your first recital, okay? But I don't want to actually hear the practice. A creative part now. Sorry, mind-bending part. This is where it gets very cool, and these people are really into it. One person wants to bend the universe for optimism. Okay, I'm all on board with that. One person wants to come to terms with time. I don't think there's enough IPA at this bar to handle that, but I'm down to have that conversation. Finally, my last and favorite mind-bending desire was to see what happens when you microwave a battery. Okay, let's do that. Listen, all of you, I want you to know, have extraordinary plans, ambitions, hopes, dreams. We talk a lot about the barriers, the things that are holding us back, and this and that. We can't make the time. I just want you to believe in yourself that we can all accomplish anything we set our minds to. So if you take anything from this zany little performance tonight, it's to get out there, make your dreams come true, do the things. And here's the key message. There's no guarantee that you will succeed, but there's an absolute guarantee that you won't succeed if you don't make the attempt. Okay, so please, from the bottom of my heart, get out there, do the things you want to do, accomplish those things. I'm 50 years old, I'm 50 years young, and I can't wait to see what's in store for the next 50 years. Thank you so much.